I was hanging off the edge of a roof.
Face first.
Face first. And the only thing keeping me from falling was Larry holding me, and he himself was not that firmly planted to the roof.
Holding him by his belt.
Aqueduct Gutter Improvement System. Aegis.
That was the name of our company. Aegis.
Aqueduct Gutter Improvement System.
The stuff was called Gutter Guard. And that was easy enough. You just get up on a ladder and you kind of snap it into place. But we had so many people asking us to actually hang gutters.
And we were responding to market demand.
Sure, okay, no problem. This is like a trade that people study. And we're like, sure, no problem. Let's go hang some gutters.
Built on trust.
We had no freaking clue what we were doing. Remember Mrs.
We installed all her downspouts backwards. And the very first rainstorm, they all leaked in every joint. Everything that there was water coming out from every downspout in every direction.
God! Hit a nail in the wrong spot. Giant big hole in the gutter.
We had these giant gloves.
We were using your lacrosse gloves
because we kept hitting our hands. If we didn't hit the gutter and damage the gutter, we'd hit our hands.
Right? No, right. We had damaged so much gutter and we were losing so much money from damaging gutter. We decided it was better that if we missed, it'd be better to hit our hands.
That was really short-sighted considering we were musicians.
Damaging our fingers. So then our solution was to use your lacrosse gloves. Holy shit, that was funny.
Yeah, we got out of that and then refocused on our music.
Oh, God. Aegis.
And Wail and Rip is not what I want from him either. The Wail and Rip I'm talking about...
Yeah, it's different...
It's not like... It's play exactly what needs to be played kind of Wail and Rip. Not, let me see you shred all over the song kind of thing.
Oh, he can do the guitar part!
Yeah.
It's like, add what's not there needs to be. Right.
There's a really cool 3-part in the middle of this song. That's what I want to do with it.
Or respect the silence that's better in this, you know?
I don't see him just not playing.
Well, sometimes.
Not yet. Hang on. Not yet.
Right. But he's coming in and we're learning a song. He's going to be sitting there trying to figure out the song and trying to come up with something to play.
Not yet. Now.
I don't believe you don't like that, Larry.
It's wonderful. It's so wonderful.
goes both ways now.
That was much better coming out of the section. You're hitting right on one, coming out of the weird stuff.
That I love the way all that stuff gets great, like the syncopation and the weird, like. You know,
That's that's really that's some
that's some
pretty
good,
good,
writing on all of our parts. Good stuff.
I can't tell you how many problems we would have solved if we just put drumsticks in everybody's hand in a meeting and just.
Would have solved the rhythm problem. That's the joking.
It's just, if people had the opportunity to see the world differently, wow, what a different world it would be.
Profound and true, what you're saying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But we were talking about this at the end of last rehearsal. This very same thing. I mean, I just remember that you weren't there, but you may as well have been, because we were having the same conversation at the end of last rehearsal. We were talking about how the whole world, on the whole, everybody's like has so much hatred and so much like, that craziness that you're talking about at the office, right? But take that out to the level of the whole planet, and it turns there's like war and utter hatred and just crazy shit that's going on. And why? It's because people live completely in their heads and they don't really like step out of themselves enough for long enough to see that, hey, we're just all people. What the hell are we doing? We're making things more difficult on ourselves. So anyway, taking what you're saying to the conclusion that is indeed the one we live in. Yeah, it's a shame, because things could be good. But all we can do is try to make them, good for ourselves. And I think that's part of why we got back together to play, right? Because that's one way when we express our lives in the most honest way that we can as individuals. I think music is the way that we do that. And so this is clearly the right thing for us to be doing.
People to see life differently. That's what I want. To change people. At least their perception. If they're having a bad day, it makes them smile.
My favorite thing is when people only know us through like our jobs in our corporate world, and they never knew us as musicians or whatever. And then you go and you play them the CD or something, one of our old CDs. I'm like, yeah, I used to be a musician. They're like, really? That's cool, whatever. And like, yeah, I got CDs. You want to hear it? I'm like, okay. And then you play it, and they're like, that's you? That moment right there, they're like, really? And that's a pretty cool feeling. Like, that's you? Like, because it's so good, and they're like not expecting that at all.
Right.
Right? And you show them the CD, and they're looking at the artwork, and they're going like, you guys are like, for real.
Well, the even better thing is we haven't stopped. I mean, we stopped playing out, but none of that stopped.
Mm-mm. We've all been playing.
I kind of stopped. I did.
You slowed down.
I did slow down.
But yeah, so I know what you mean though. Like I've had that experience over at Millennium, like for a while, where some guy had like a guitar in his cube or something, and he just every now and then he breaks out and like plays a little blues or whatever. And one time he and I got to talking, and he's like, oh, you play? I was like, yeah, I play, and then I play a couple songs, and like for long people were like sitting around and like, holy shit, I just thought you were this guy that like worked here, and that's because so I'm relating to the experience.
Yeah, I like this feeling a lot.
Because you're like, wow, those songs are good.
You've changed them.
You've changed their perception. Right?
Yeah, that's the moments that you live for, and at least for me, look out and see people digging it and getting into it, and they go home and they want to listen to it.
That's fun.
It's the power of music.